Well, good evening, Tubies. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. But here it is, Saturday night, and you know what that means? Time for Saturday night seance. That's right. Now, a lot of you are new here, and you're saying, Psychic Bob, what is the Saturday night seance? That's when we gather, and I like to think of it as like my extended living room. So here we are, and just visualize yourself gathering around me. And we're all sitting here in our spiritualist circle. In the spiritualist church, this is what people do a lot of times on the weekends. They gather, they sit in a circle, and they open the door with the spirit world, and they see what happens. So it's always an adventure, and I'm so glad to be here. And for those of you who are new, I'm a medium. I'm a full-time professional psychic medium. And part of my mediumship work deals with trance work, which is when I set aside my normal consciousness, I go into an altered state, a trance state, and the spirit world takes control. They overshadow my consciousness and my body's nervous system, and they come through me. So that's what happens. Now, when I trance, it's kind of like I'm lightly asleep. You know how you're drifting? You ever been laying on a sofa watching a movie at night and you start to drift off? And you can kind of hear what's going on, but you're not really with it. That's what it's like when I trance. So I do occasionally get snippets. Some mediums say they have no knowledge of anything that happens. I suppose for some people, their trance takes them to that place. I'm a little lighter of a trance in that I do occasionally hear it. I can feel when people move in and out of my body. But at that point, I'm so detached that I don't block it. It just happens. So anyways, just a little, insight for you for understanding kind of what's happening if you've never seen a trance medium. As I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I never know who's going to come through or what they're going to say. So it's always an adventure. And I don't really know what all the messages are until I get back and review the video myself. So anyways, I'm so glad you're here. And we're going to settle down and we're just going to go into trance. So let's just settle down. Oh, before we start, let's just do a quick prayer. Father, Mother, God, Divine Parent, we ask you to bless our work tonight. Help us to open the door. Help us to commune with the other side. And let our exchange be a blessing to us and to them. We thank you for your presence. We ask your blessing now. So mote it be. Amen. Well, thank you. Well, I'm going to settle down and go into trance, and we'll see what happens. Oh, well, good evening. This is Fletcher. Oh, it's so good to be back with you. Well, we've got a few people here who want to talk to you tonight. And I've got my favourite lady here, Rose, and she's been wanting to come and speak to you. So I'll be stepping out of the way. But I just wanted to say good evening to all of you, and have a blessed evening. Greetings, my name's Rose. All of you here tonight are being called by your higher selves. Inside of each of you, there is that still small voice that speaks. That is the voice of God in you. If you listen to your inner voice, you will be greatly blessed. There are many people on the earth who have forced that voice into silence. And for them, they find themselves lost and wandering in darkness. Each of you who are drawn here tonight heard the inner voice calling you, and it is a sign of your great power within. Do not think of yourselves as simply nobodies. Over here in our world, in the spirit world, we see you as beings of immense light and beauty. It is the love of the divine that animates you, and it is that voice that is in harmony with your voice. When you let the Spirit lead you, and your own nature vibrates in harmony with the highest light, you become like that to which you attune. The more you practice hearing the voice of the spirit world, the easier it will be for you to receive the blessings of heaven. In your life, you will have moments where you will feel as if you are lost, and you will even wonder if God is hearing any of your prayers, or if anybody in heaven even cares. If you find yourself in such a place, stop and ask for help. Keep asking, as they say, knock at heaven's door. When you knock at heaven's door, surely someone will answer. Do not be surprised if that answer comes in a very strange way. You might find that the answer comes through a neighbor who will suddenly appear and solve a problem for you. Or if you're very fortunate, you may get a direct visitation from one of us. There are many instances of people upon the earth who have seen an angel in the flesh. Understand that angels can take on temporary human form and be as solid and as real as you are. They have mastered the understanding of the power of vibration. The power of vibration is what creates all reality. As you operate at a different vibration, so you inhabit your world. At death, your vibration shifts to a higher frequency, and then you inhabit our world. There are two worlds, the earth realm and the spirit realm. Each have their own place, their own vibration, their own regulations, if you will. But each of them are sacred unto themselves, and so you must not eschew the earth life as non-important. Those who look at the earth life as something to escape, seeking heaven, make a grave mistake. You have come to earth to learn, and so you must inhabit your bodies, and you must exist in that realm of vibration. To fleet it and to escape it will only cause you to lose out on your lessons. You know, when I was on earth, I had a bit of a cynical attitude. And when my vicar would say to me, Rose, remember to pray, I used to eschew it as a waste of time, thinking, who's got time for all that nonsense? Let heaven take care of itself. I've got things to do on the earth. You see, my attitude was only partially correct. It was correct in that I should have focused on the earth, but I was incorrect in understanding that I could also invoke assistance from the higher realms, from the spirit realm. And so, for each of you, it is a challenge to walk. Part of your life will be material, and yet part spiritual. If you find imbalance in either way, then you will not find happiness or joy nor success. And so enjoy your earthly life, fulfill your duties and obligations, but also know that there is a higher realm that will help you in your time of need. When you come over here to the spirit realm, you will glow with the light to which you have most attuned throughout your life. If you have spent your life doing good and trying to follow your higher self, then you will be glorious as the angels are. And if you spend your earthly life being hostile, ignoring goodness, being selfish and violent, and your light will be very dim. Make no mistake, you cannot lie to the great judge. You will attain the reality to which your soul is destined by your vibration. Oh, but be of good cheer. My spiritualist neighbour used to say, Rose, the door to reformation is never closed to any soul, here or hereafter. And I used to think, well, I suppose then I'll deal with heaven when I get there. What she was really trying to tell me there was that I could start my journey, and don't worry if I'm not perfect. That door to growth will continue even after the change called death. But you see, my mistake was not even trying until death. And so don't be like me. Don't think, oh well, heaven will take care of its own. Work in heaven with heaven in partnership. We are over here always lending a hand. And even in those moments when you feel alone and most despondent, cry out to us and we will come to you. You do not need fear. You are truly never alone, even in the darkest times. Do you know, when I first arrived here in the spirit world, I was struck by the splendor of the place here. It is truly beyond anything I can describe to you. But if you could imagine giant columns of gleaming white marble, glowing with a brilliance, and everywhere I looked, literally streets of gold. You know, in the Bible it talks about the streets of gold. It's very true. There are places here like that. But don't let that limit your understanding of the spirit world. Over here there are many realms and abodes. For people who are very drawn to the beauty of nature, we have the most splendid mountain ranges. And the beaches here, the sand is as fine as silk and glistens like diamonds. For those of you who love animals, do not worry, your treasured pets are here and will greet you when you come. Over here in the spirit world, we never sleep really, for we're never tired. We actually don't have to eat. If we want to eat and enjoy eating, we can do it, but it's not necessary for survival. Try to understand that that which you find in life, which is your joy, the best and the highest for you, is what you will find here. So always focus your mind on things of beauty, of truth, and of goodness, and you will begin to understand some of what is over here. Some of you here tonight are receiving messages from troubled souls. Some of you have a calling to help those who are trapped between the worlds. Do not fear the trapped souls, but have mercy and pity on them. Many of them are people very much like I was, ignorant and pushing away truth and light. Be mercy to them. Be the very face of goodness. You can help them to find peace. Let your wishes to speak. Give me a moment. Oh, well, there we go. We have to adjust the medium's vibration here. Well, we're going to let Rose come back in a moment, but there's somebody else that has to come through. Pray for me. Pray for me. I'm in the darkness. I cannot see where I am. I'm in the darkness. Will you pray for me? I see the light in the distance, but I'm afraid. Help me. Hello, this is Rose. Can you hear me? We had to let that soul come through. It was a troubled soul who was lost. I invoke all of your assistances tonight. Will you please utter a prayer for this gentleman's spirit? His name is Alfred, and he's a lost and troubled soul. He had a life of ignorance and addiction, and he needs much help. Our medium is most kind, for he allowed the spirit to enter him. We were protecting him, and he will not be in any danger. Remember always that each of you have the power of prayer within you. Reach across in love. Give your best, and in your time of need, you will be helped. I thank you for being here tonight, and I hope that you will remember to call upon us. My name is Rose. Oh, this is Fletcher. Well, we're so glad that you were able to be here tonight. We won't be staying any longer because we don't wish to tax the medium's body. But I'm so glad you're here, and I hope that you'll remember the words tonight. The power's fading, so we're going to be stepping back now. We're so glad that you come, that you remember. Well, guys, I thank you for being here tonight, and what a blessing it is when we get to connect with the spirit world. And I hope that each of you received a blessing tonight from this experience. And, you know, if you like this, you might want to go to my website and check out my book, Messages from Rose. Actually, I don't have my copy here, but that's all right. You've seen it before. Messages from Rose tells about my work as a medium with my spirit guide, Rose, and I think you'll like that. So anyways, hope you'll like this, favorite, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. We'd love you to be part of Spirit Channel. Thanks for being here. Keep it here. We got more videos coming tomorrow on Sunday. And of course, you know, next week we'll have another Saturday night seance.